fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams. Thank you so much for joining me. It's almost Halloween, so on today's show, we are going to continue with some more holiday fun. Plus, we get the real estate rundown from Alison, and we learn some important information about the upkeep of your heating and cooling systems during these fall months. That and more on today's show. Stay tuned after a short break.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
Ooh, Halloween is here and it's time to get our costumes. So of course, you know, I'm going to take you inside of the most historic costume shop in downtown Fort Wayne, Stoner's Funstore. Come on. With me now is Kevin Stoner, who is the Vice President of Stoner's Funstore. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day, and I have just been looking around your store, and it's so cool. You guys have so much stuff. Yes, so this store is so historic. You've been around for
73 years.
Years.
Same location.
Wow, same location,
Yes.
and this is a multi-family generation.
Yes.
So tell us about the history and just all of the foundation behind Stoner's.
Well, actually, my father just was very interested in doing magic, and so Granddad was the one that kind of got him started with a small store, which was on one side of this store, original, and so we started out with that, and then we added costume rental. There was an old Ferns and Davis was a vaudeville act that was located in Warsaw, Indiana.
Oh.
And so bought the inventory from them. And that's how the costume rental got started, with authentic, like flappers and that type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you started off doing magic, then
And
went
then kind
over
of costumes. Yeah, and got into practical jokes and then fun gifts. It goes on and on.
That makes sense with all the gag gifts and things like that. And so we're standing right in front of this awesome display of random scary masks and all of these costumes. So throughout the store, one thing I find interesting is that you all are open throughout the year. This is not just for Halloween.
We're always open every day. Yeah, we're all closed on Sundays, I should say. Yeah, Monday through Saturday. Since it's a family business, we need a little rest.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and so how has that been just open throughout the year? Because I'm sure people are coming in for a variety of reasons, like what?
Well, people still have parties of some sort, whether it's a birthday party or a masquerade party, or they're getting married, and weddings have themes now, so masquerade and so on. And then we also do the productions a lot of times for many of the schools and universities and things as far as their wardrobes.
Yes, and I know there's cosplay and birthday themes and just gifts and
Yep, we do a lot of cosplay wigs and can do a lot of things because we carry all the professional makeup. That's You
also have some collectible items back here, so share with me what you got.
We have some of the movie replicas. They're one-on-one versions from Annabelle, The Conjuring, and then the entire Chucky line when he was a good guys, and the real packaging, and the seat of Chucky for all three characters. Yeah. So they really
so creepy.
they are size, creepy and collectible.
Yes, creepy and collectible. You have it there, and then you walk in one day and it's gone. It's like, where did Chucky go?
Right. Or you wake up in the morning and forget where you put him.
Right. But that's fun. That's so fun. Okay. But in your store, you offer a variety of costumes and rentals. So can you show me around?
Sure.
All right. Awesome.
Sure.
Okay, Kevin, so this is kind of where it all started with the magic, right?
We did the magic at first, and now we put our magic on YouTube in video, so they can kind of preview it ahead of time and all the new things. And street magic has become very popular, so that somebody can do and entertain impromptu. And so we're adding more and more to that.
Very nice, very
so
nice.
It gives them some resources. And we're kind of known for our aging and fun gifts and things like that. So when somebody turns a special age or something like that, and same thing with cards that you can really tease them about as long as they have a good sense of humor.
Right. Good old gag gift. So yeah,
Right.
this is why it's perfect all around the year. And so now we're out in the main area that has so many costumes. So with Halloween being in a few days, this is the stop. It's going to get busy. It's going to get crazy in a couple of days. I already know it.
It is the last minute.
Yes, it is. So people can just come and shop. And do you have any like super popular costumes that people are being this year?
You know, everyone likes to do their own thing,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, so we try and help them with that, how to be a little bit different, even if you're using the same costume, how to do it. We have dressing rooms. We make sure that they try them on and see what might go with them, or, you know, and then we can help them with their makeup too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's really cool. But I love this because it looks like the quality of this stuff is so
Yeah,
nice, and you
very
can
nice.
just look and
We
see
can
what
put
you
them together
want.
with whatever kind of crown you want for that one, or
Ooh. And so now,
and now we're entering into our makeup and maybe wig area and theatrical accessories, we call it.
look at this wig collection.
Yeah, we do.
Any look you're looking for.
We do anything as far as a character wig that you would be looking for, and then we also carry the cosplay wigs, which come in a variety of colors and styles that you can really style and make your own character with curling irons, everything. They're very safe and very resettable.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the
There's
makeup
products, yes.
is over here.
Makeups, right in here, yeah. We carry all Ben Nye makeup.
blood and
It's
the-
very, it's
Just
very
everything. It's so great that you have it accessible, because sometimes it's hard to find. You have to try to order it, but people can walk in and see what they need.
That's what we say, that you don't wake up with a makeup hangover after Halloween, because it's actually safe and doesn't affect your
Yes.
skin, and it stays very nice. And they have really professional sprays and things that really hold it in place.
And Ben Nye, I mean, that's the best brand.
Yes, it's been
It
around for a
is.
long time. Yes,
I
it
remember
really
back in
has.
college being in theater, and we had to order this product, and it lasted forever.
It does. It goes
good,
forever.
yeah.
And that's very popular for our students, even downtown at St. Francis and so on. Yeah, they always get their
Yes.
kits here and things that you see. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I love that. Okay, so now we're moving to your other side of your business. So you offer
Yes.
costumes for buying, but you
Right.
also offer rentals.
We absolutely do. Yes,
that's
we carry
exciting.
quite an inventory. We use the rest of the building for that, all the way to Main
Yes.
Street. So we
Wow.
house about 20-some thousand of them.
Wow.
Yeah, because you have to have a lot of different sizes and a lot of different styles. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, the fun continues as I transform into different characters in Stoner's costume rental department.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Are you looking to sell your home this fall? Well, it's time for the Real Estate Rundown with Alison Reinhardt. Hi, Alison.
Hi, Jessica.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me. Always glad to
Yes.
be here.
And look, we're in our fall matchy colors, unplanned.
It's that time of year. It's that time of year.
Yes. Okay, so let's get rolling on this topic because I know you have some exciting stuff to share. The first thing on the list is, what is the new buzzword? I'm hearing something, and I know that you know.
The Fort Wayne real estate market is always in flux, always changing. The buzzword is more balanced, right?
Okay.
So it's not a crazy seller's market anymore, but sellers' price points are still at 14% more than they were a year ago. So we have this really great window of opportunity. If people are thinking about selling their home, now's the time to do it. We're telling all of our clients, if you're thinking about next year, you might want to push that up a little bit. There's not a lot of confidence going into 2023, and that's a little bit because of these interest rates. Right?
Okay.
All these interest rates, buyers are worried about it, sellers are keeping a close eye too. I want to show you a graphic of what interest rates look like over the course of several years. So this is the long-term picture. People are freaking out now because they were higher than they were just, a year ago, and they are. But they're about the same rate as they were in 2009, 2010. So we have to keep everything in perspective is what I recommend. And also lenders are putting out 60 to 90-day locks. So if you're thinking about it and need a little bit more time, they can do that for you. So that's also something to keep in mind. I want to tell you a story about a closing that I had yesterday. These were first-time home buyers who were renting. Their interest rate, they locked in at 6.3%, little high, but their mortgage payment was half of what they were paying in rent, even with a slightly elevated rate from earlier this year.
Okay, so that's good. So
That's great. That was a big win for them.
Yeah, so that, I mean, there's so many nuances to the process and why people need an expert to help guide them along the way. So tell us, how should homeowners start preparing for the fall, especially if they're going to be selling their home?
Oh my gosh, right now is a great time to prepare. We just had a checklist, and I love checklists of what homeowners can do right now. They're the typical things, like it's a great time to look at gutters, look at your chimney sweep, get everything cleaned up. I always say, look at the fix-its. If you have something obviously glaring that's not working, like a broken shutter or a stain in the carpet, get that taken care of, because that's what people are gonna look like when coming through your home. So take a look at that. Paint, interior paint, a fresh coat can go a really long way. In fact, we're supposed to be painting, freshening up our interiors every 5 years, they say, just to get kind of that freshen up look.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, just to give it a nice new glow, or maybe change the color scheme.
That's right, that's right. It can go a long way.
It can. Okay, so how can buyers get the biggest bang for their buck?
Well, okay, I love this because a lot of times homeowners don't know all those projects you do, the remodels. You don't always get 100% back of your money of what you put in. So the little things like a new garage door, a new front door, you will get 100% back, but those huge projects, usually not as much. Buyers are looking for the number one thing, a new home office. So if you're selling, convert a space or build a home office space, because since 2009, 159% of us more are working from home. So that home office is really important. Number two, finished spaces. Buyers today want it done. So if you have an unfinished basement, take a look at that, finish it out, you get an ROI of 75% of your money back.
Wow.
And number three, do you want to take a guess?
Would it be the outdoor patio area?
That is part of it. The whole curb appeal, right? You know, Jessica, when you pull up to a house and you just get that warm, fuzzy feeling, the first impression goes a long way. And statistics show that buyers will pay up to 7% more for a home with great curb appeal. So we're talking about that patio, the landscaping, the walkway.
Yes, because people want to imagine, like they want to pull up and say, ooh, this is where I live. You know, that's their comfort spot, you know, and always say that your home has to be conducive to the space that you want to live in to be the most productive.
100%.
And so I love that so much. Okay, as you're out looking at homes, right, and seeing all the amenities and things that are offered, what would you say are some cool things that you're seeing now that's trending in the homes?
Oh my gosh, I've seen some really cool things this week. Okay, you know how everybody loves a big island in the kitchen. It's a gathering spot.
I do.
This week, I saw a home with 2 islands. So that's even more places for people to sit and gather, and then double the storage. It was amazing.
Yes.
I also saw, I love a good sunroom, especially in the Midwest.
Okay.
And I saw a sunroom decked out in chandeliers. So it just made it super sparkly, warm, inviting. So that was really neat. And also I'm loving, and maybe you are too, all the fall, holiday, Halloween decorations. Yeah. And it's that time of year. Do you want to take a guess how much we are spending on fall decor as Americans this year alone?
All together? I don't even know. In the millions?
It's going to be in the billions.
No way.
$10.5 billion. And it's an all-time record for Halloween decor and what we're spending.
Ooh, wow. Alison, thank you so much for coming in and sharing that wonderful information. And if people have follow-up questions or want to learn about your services, how can they contact you?
They can contact me by emailing me at allison@reganfergusongroup.com.
Okay, wonderful. And you heard it here. This is the Real Estate Rundown with Alison, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Peterman Brothers. Committed to their clients and providing great customer service. With me today, I have Chad Peterman with Peterman Brothers. Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
Good.
Good. So you offer an array of services from plumbing, heating, cooling, and so much more. So share with us about Peterman Brothers.
Yeah, so Peterman Brothers was a company started by my father back in 1986. Dad has since went through a semi-retirement, then officially retired, and now myself and my brother run the company. Newer here to the Fort Wayne area, been about a year now. Since we've been here, but yeah, we take care of basically anything in your home that involves your heating, your cooling, or your plumbing system. We have a great team of technicians that can come out, diagnose what your problem is, and then provide you options on how you can potentially take care of an issue.
Okay, awesome. So you've been in Fort Wayne for a year, and what made you make that transition and open up the business here locally?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw Fort Wayne. We're originally based out of Indianapolis, and then have an office up here in Fort Wayne. I think what originally brought us up here, Fort Wayne's about 2 hours and a few minutes north, but just seeing the community and understanding how we may be able to benefit that, much like we've benefited the customers in some of our other communities. We saw Fort Wayne as an opportunity to come up here and hopefully provide a level of service that people are looking for and want to have in that provider for those particular systems in their home.
Right. Okay. So through the services that you offer, what are some of the primary features that go along with the services that people are really interested in?
Yeah, absolutely. I think at this time of year, as we kind of enter into fall and we see kind of the holidays around the corner,
right.
One of the biggest things that we're doing at this time of year is heating tune-ups. So getting that furnace looked at, making sure that it's operational. It may have made it through last season, but we want to make sure that there isn't anything that is on its last leg or anything like that. Make sure that you're not going to have any issues on the coldest day of the year.
Yes.
So that's one of the big ones on the heating side. For the plumbing, it's more so just prep, right? We don't want to set ourselves up as the temperature starts to drop and things start to freeze or issues could arise. So really looking over your plumbing system to make sure that there aren't any potential issues that could come up over the course of the winter months.
Right, and that's so good, and that's maintenance that a lot of people skip because they're like, oh, okay, well, it's going to gradually get colder. Well, last week we hit such cold temperatures and it snowed, as I mentioned before, and that was so surprising. And I know that a lot of people's power went out, and I'm sure pipes froze. And so I love that you provide that type of maintenance and just preventative care. Now, I have a question for you because while these temperatures are growing and decreasing, I feel that it's easy for people to switch on and off their air and their heat. You go home, it's cold, maybe you throw on your heat, but if you're like me, I like to sleep in the cold, so you may throw on your air. How does that do any damage to your system?
Yeah, it shouldn't do any damage to the system. Obviously, I'm in the same boat. I get home at night and it's like, I better turn on the heat, or or wake up in the morning and it's a little chilly in the house. But it's not going to do any damage. I would say if there's any advice, it's to try not to have it fluctuate too much.
Okay.
One of the things that we do at home, especially with the temperature fluctuating, is maybe open up the windows a little bit to get some of that cooler air, rather than adjusting that system, and then finding kind of a baseline, and then you can figure that out as it gets colder outside, and you kind of see how your house reacts. I think the biggest thing to understand with a heating system is there are a lot of other elements outside of the actual system that contribute to the comfort in your home, whether that be insulation or older windows and different things like that are important to take inventory of as you're adjusting that and trying to find out, is my system working, is it not? And those are things that our technicians can help you with, as far as, hey, the system's running fine, but we have maybe a few other things that you could look out for, or you could do to help in the system's performance.
Yeah, okay. And what do you recommend when it comes to the systems that allow for you to set programming to automatically change the time throughout the day? Do you think that's smart? I mean, I guess it's a smart system, but sometimes it seems a little cumbersome.
Yeah, absolutely. So with as with any technology, right? It's it can get a little complicated before it gets easier. And so typically, what we recommend is a programmable thermostat is always a good option for your system. It's going to save on your energy cost. You don't need to heat your home to whatever you want it to while everybody's gone for the day.
Right.
And then, as you mentioned, at night, maybe you like it a little cooler, and so you can set that thermostat back. The one thing, or the one tip that I would give is you don't want that range to fluctuate too much. So, if you typically have it set around 68, you don't want to set it back to 58 during the day.
Okay.
Because you got to think if you have it come back on when everybody gets home, it's got to make up a 10-degree difference perhaps. Whereas just a few degrees, you're going to see that savings on your energy bill. But don't let it fluctuate too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. These are such great tips, and I love the services that you offer. If someone's interested in learning more about your company, where can they go?
Yeah, so if you're interested or have a need or want to perform some of the maintenance that we've talked about, PetermanBrothers.com. You can go right there, select the Fort Wayne location, and you can actually book online now, which is a nice feature. Within a few clicks, you'll get a service call booked, and we can get out there and get you helped out. Or you can give us a call, and we have a lovely call center that will make sure that they get you to the right person and get you taken care of.
All right. Thank you so much, Chad, for sharing this information. And as you heard, it's convenient to book, great customer service, and family owned. We hope you enjoyed that information, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Peterman Brothers. Wow, that was really interesting information about your AC and heating from the Peterman brother. And I personally have to sleep in the cold. I'm saying like 68 degrees. And thinking about it makes me want to get back in the bed. Well, as you are starting your day, make it a great day today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.